Hi, Sharmila Molly, and hello to all of our viewers.
Hi, Una.
Hi, so good to see you again, as
It's good to see
always.
you.
Thank you. So I want to introduce you, Sharmila, to the people who might not know you. Um, Sharmila Molly is an intuitive healing coach and mentor. She works with people who are called to be healers, helping them to find their unique healing gifts. Sharmila is a Reiki master and teacher, an empath, and an Akashic Records reader, and she is super intuitive. She will really help get you on your path if you work with her. Um, I am Oonagh Taeger. I'm a homeopath and facilitator of healing journeys. Um, they're shamanic in essence, but in style, I call them homeopathic healing journeys because they come out of my tradition. Um, and one of the ways that I use these tools is I help sensitives who have come to this earth to help raise the vibration of the planet. And what happens to many of us who are in that boat is that the density of this world that we're not super accustomed to often really bogs us down so that we have trouble doing what we came to do. Um, I feel like you are one of those people, Sharmila, so very good case in point. And this video is a follow-up because I want to hear from you if and how and what kind of impact your healing journey that we demoed a few weeks ago, how's that played out? Like, did it help?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think as somebody who's very, I'll speak for myself, very
Yeah.
sensitive, very empathic. For me, I think the challenge has always been hiding from the world in terms of the work that I do,
Yeah.
and it and that's completely not the intention of why we did the journey in the first place. It had to do with something completely different and a personal situation. And it just, it's just that, there was a part of me that was protecting a part of myself, and that part of myself had to do with like my self-esteem, my confidence, how I assert myself in the world, my personal relationship with myself, and inter relationships. Wait, does that make
Yeah,
sense?
no, makes sense. Just keep
Okay.
making up for it. It's good.
Okay. So basically, it was my third chakra,
Yeah.
all that, the power center. And so which has to do with, your relationships with other people as well.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it just helped me sort of release a block there. Well, not sort of, it released a block, and I could feel while we were I think I even described it, what I was feeling. I could just feel my solar plexus area. I could just feel things kind of burning away, not like indigestion burning, but a different type of, it was almost like there was like a a whirlpool, an inner whirlpool happening, and it was inverted. Instead of going outward, it was going inward. And
Wow.
I think that just was me, like, really claiming and my own power, and not being overly concerned with what other people were thinking, or having to shrink so that I fit in better. And
Yeah.
so it helped. I noticed that in my business, like, I got a growth spurt in terms of getting more clients. Literally, I had like 4 people contact me.
How soon afterwards? Just
Like,
curious.
well, like afterward, like that day,
Oh my God.
I got a couple emails, and then the next day I got another email, and like right after, not right after, but later that day, I volunteer at a cancer resource center in Ojai and giving Reiki and oncology massage.
Mhm.
And a couple of people wanted to work with me outside of, because I volunteer there.
Yeah.
So they wanted to see me privately in my office. And
Nice.
yeah, so I just thought that was really interesting to have that happen. I don't think that was a
Yeah.
coincidence or random, but it's just like I felt more centered in what I do. And what was interesting was the thing that was coming up was the what did I say? Oh, that there was no security.
Right.
And that somehow made me feel so much better.
That's terrific. I love
Which
that.
like, oh, when you go through something like that, which was such a deep inner journey that you were guiding me through, usually it's like, oh yeah, I feel more powerful. I feel more, I felt really centered,
Mhm.
even more centered, and that block of protecting myself really just opened me up. And to get that realization that, oh, there's really no, like, I can feel comfortable in the fact that, oh, there's really no security.
Yeah, that
You
was like
know?
a sense of freedom you were describing. Like that was a big
Yeah.
aha. I love
Yeah.
that.
So that, in that way, it's been, I've noticed that that's how it affected me. And I was just like, oh my God, Oonagh, I gotta tell you, like, what, I don't know what happened. I know what happened, but I was just really pleasantly surprised at how deep the breakthrough was and how quickly I could see results,
Hmm.
and it's just something that changed. My inner game changed.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Um, I'm curious, has it impacted your personal relationships? Because I know you said originally you were thinking of having the journey to kind of work on something around a personal relationship that's been challenging for you. Did the energy shift at all, or did it feel more unrelated?
No, it shifted, and it's a process because
Mhm.
it's such a personal.
Sure, and I don't want to get into the
Yeah.
personal stuff, so just like staying
Um,
very general here.
yeah, it's affecting me in a way where I'm just able to take more blinders off and see relationships for what they are, and the inner workings and how I'm contributing, and and my role
Yeah.
in what's happening.
Well, that is really beautiful because I think that speaks to taking back your power.
Mm-hmm.
Part of taking back your power is taking back responsibility and owning your part and being able to see that clearly. Because until you do that, you cannot release that pattern. You can spend an eternity seeing the other person's pattern and what they're doing that's messed up, but
Right.
somehow it doesn't help that much, except for like when we realize we have to flee from something, that's important. But other than that, basic safety thing doesn't really help us grow to just see the other person's side of it. So that does sound really, I can see how that's really connected to the third chakra.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So it's just helping me build my voice better
Mhm.
so that I can or build my expression
Yeah.
through my voice, meaning like, okay, I can be able to have a certain conversation with people that
Hmm.
that's really hard, you
Yeah.
know. So it's been, I don't know, it's just been really helpful in that way, and just in so many ways too, like in my business and in my personal life. I think in my personal life, it's more, I'm a little bit slower right now to integrate and to be able to present what I need to present. I'm speaking
When,
so general
when
and
you say,
cryptic, but
what do you mean slower to integrate?
it's just taking me, instead of doing what I need to do right away, it's just I can just tell it's taking me a little bit more time to be more comfortable saying, having a certain conversation right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but that journey it helps me to feel more, more of a like self justification,
Hmm.
putting myself like, oh yeah, like I'm important too. It's not the other person that's just is more important.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm important too. And being able to get your needs, express what your needs are. So that's
Yeah.
why it's like, I'm a little bit slower to integrate that, but it really did shift.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I just want to clarify. So you're when you it didn't like I just want to make sure it didn't slow down something that was happening better before. Like when you say
No.
you're slower to integrate, you just mean that, or what I'm getting, what I think I'm hearing, and I want to make sure, is that you um, you're seeing more, you're aware of more of the dynamics, and you're aware more of your importance, the importance of your needs, and but that's where the challenge is for you. Like you're seeing more, but you're still working on integrating that.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Integrating, meaning being so, like instead of like, oh, I'm going to go have this conversation right now, I'm like, okay, just integrate, that's why I'm just saying
Yeah.
I'm slowly integrating. Didn't slow me down. I'm slowly integrating that piece, which is
Yeah.
very empowering. And in a particular situation, I can see that how
Gotcha.
it's helping me stand up firmer and stronger, and also being able to step forward, like I'm feeling more confident about stepping forward in that
Mhm.
personal situation. Whereas
Okay.
in my business, like it just sort of like opened something up, and like,
Phew.
yeah, I was like, okay, I got 4 new clients,
Yeah.
and being even comfortable being seen, obviously doing these videos.
It's a big deal. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
You're pretty on the fence when the video issue first was
yeah,
raised, when the video
yeah.
possibility was first raised. And I really thank you for being so brave about it, because I mean no one else has done a demo with me before. I didn't know, but it was kind of your idea, and I thought, okay, cool, we'll go with it. And I love it. I think we have kept it general enough that it's really useful to people. It was really specific in the details of the journey and everything, but it wasn't anything that's going to implicate anybody or like
Right,
harm the innocent.
right. Yeah,
So,
it's my own personal process, and how that is implemented, how my own personal process and what I've learned and how I'm implementing it
yeah.
in the world. And it's not even that I'm implementing anything. It's just
Hmm.
that something really, the what did I say? The inner game was an inner
Yeah.
game changer.
Yeah. Yeah. The inner game. I really like that. Wow. I want
Yeah.
to use that.
Yeah.
To take some notes here from this
Yeah.
video.
You're the inner game changer. So,
An inner game changer.
and so that will so when you change something, you know, for yourself, that will emanate, that will, you know, will be more visible to people, you know, in
Yes.
the way that you interact with people, because you hold yourself differently. So
That's right. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. And it also makes sense to me that some of the things like the difficult conversations, you know, just because you feel it coming doesn't mean like you rush into it. It's not something to, it's not something to push. It's something to go with the flow of your guidance, and you know what's coming. You have it brewing, and like you can't. It's not appropriate to integrate everything instantly necessarily, because we're human and we have a human journey, and so it's like it sounds like you're on a good pace to me.
yeah, yeah. And it's not even anything, I'm just like, because you asked me, you know, how did it affect you with the
Yeah.
personal situation? Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm stepping back and analyzing. And it's not like, oh, I'm integrating and I'm doing these inner workings. It's all this alchemy and, you know, pouring the beakers of, you know, self-esteem and confidence, you know, it's, it's not, it's just happening
Yeah,
naturally, you
that's the
know,
thing.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how I feel like when the work is done in these journeys, the integration is something that does happen naturally. That it's not like you have to effort the whole thing. Like I didn't send you home with a bunch of homework and processes and stuff. You're not like you're not tinkering with your inner
Right.
game. It's just like you change the energy, and now everything is changing spontaneously changing as a result. And some of it's
Right.
faster, some of it's more, you know, takes a little bit longer because of the delicacy of the situation or whatever is happening there.
The
So
Oh, I just
yeah.
want to say the pebble has been cast into the
Yes,
pond. And so the ripple effects are moving.
I like that. It's a very good analogy.
Um, yes, yes.
Hmm.
And the other thing that was so interesting was as I was, I was bent over during the journey, and you know, I was slowly rising up, and as I was slowly, you know, straightening up to sit up straight, like I could see each chakra like changing colors, and then I saw that was it this six-sided hex? Is that a
Oh
hexagram?
yeah, the hexagonal figure you saw.
Yeah. So I saw that and I was like, wow, that's so great. I don't usually see sacred geometry. And so later that night, I was like on Facebook and I came across Sarah Prout.
Uh-huh. I don't know
She's
her.
she does, she's Australian, I think. Anyways,
Okay.
and she has some sort of manifestation course because it was like the full moon at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought it. And when I opened it up, it had that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. It
Love
had that
it.
same symbol. And I was like, right on,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, chances are that shape, that symbol has deeper resonances for you that we just, like that's something that we would explore more if we were working together
Mm-hmm.
over time, like I do with most people. You know, I mean, I can do these one-shot things with a follow-up, but most people choose to work with me for a period of time. So like,
Yeah.
it would be very interesting to see where that goes and how that relates to your energy. And you know, I think I mentioned that before, that could relate to your remedy, your constitutional remedy, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's just a kind of an aside that, you know, those things that come up can be very deeply meaningful to you.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of a cool confirmation. I think maybe really great things will come out of doing that course. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Because anything you put your focus on, Sharmila, is just going to be really cool. So I think that's it. I don't want
Yeah.
to go make this longer than it needs to be, because I just wanted everyone to be able to hear that stuff. And thank you so much. And I'm sure we will be back with more broadcasts in the future, more videos, because lots of more cool conversations that I'd love to have with you. So take care, and thank you everybody for watching, and I hope this was informative and helpful.
Yeah, thank you again, Oonagh. Thank you so much for that inner game changer.
Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, and we have another video where I did an Akashic Records reading with you that was likewise an inner game changer for me. And so maybe we should do a follow-up video on that soon. We don't, not today, but soon. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.